Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? I hope that you're all doing well. I'm doing amazing. We just got back from youth camp, and so I'm a little bit tired. A little bit tired. Caught a little bit of a cold on the last day that we were there. So if I sound a little bit hoarse or whatever, then that's why. But we had an amazing time, and the Lord really moved while we were there, and so we are so thankful for that. Today, I'm going to be talking about my 6 month update on my weight loss journey. Y'all know that I started doing OMAD back at the end of January, and I've been practicing intermittent fasting for the last 6 months. So, before we get into this video, I do want to just put the disclaimer out and say that I am not a healthcare professional, I am not a dietitian, and anything that is said in this live stream is based on my experience only. And I'm not telling you what to do in your weight loss journey. Okay? Hey Denise, thank you so much for coming in. Anyone listening in the background, anybody catching the replay, thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all so, so much. All right, so I also want to put a disclaimer out that this video will have some TMI. So, if you are sensitive to women talking about their cycles and things like that, please don't watch this video. Also, if you have an eating disorder, or you think you may have an eating disorder, if you are underweight or you are at a low normal weight, OMAD is not for you. Intermittent fasting is not for you, okay? And that's not me giving you diet advice or anything like that, but obviously, if you're underweight, then your goal should be to get your weight into a normal range, okay? And so I want to put that out there too. I don't want you thinking that I told you to do OMAD or that I told you to do intermittent fasting, okay? Because that's definitely not something that someone with an eating disorder needs to be doing. You need to talk to your healthcare professional about what is right for you to get back on track, okay? All right, going into this. I'm in my 6th month of this weight loss journey, and last month I did share a little bit of how my mentality has changed. OMAD definitely helped me to put things into perspective, right? And OMAD has helped me to put food into a better perspective for me because I was struggling. I was struggling with food addiction. I was struggling with wanting to eat when I wasn't necessarily hungry, and OMAD forced me to wait until I was actually hungry to eat. And so I'm so thankful for this journey, and I'm so thankful for the things that I have learned by doing OMAD. Now, having said that, last month I did say that I wanted to continue doing OMAD. However, 2 to 3 weeks into the month, I got my period. And y'all know that I have mentioned in the last couple videos that I was diagnosed with anemia back in April whenever I had the stroke. Okay, so I was diagnosed with anemia, and I did do some blood work about the time that I released last month's video, or the last live stream. Whenever I did the last live stream, I had done some more blood work. It looked like my iron levels were in the low normal range. I'm just reiterating, so if you don't have to go back and watch or whatever, or in case you missed it. My iron levels were in a low normal range, and then my iron stores were still low, so the ferritin levels were still low. So I did continue doing OMAD for the next 2 weeks, although I switched to low carb about the time that I did that live stream, and I'm not sure exactly at what point, but I did switch to low carb, increased my meat, and was hoping that that would help me to feel better, because with anemia comes, fatigue, tiredness, weakness for some people. Sometimes you have headaches and things like that. So I was experiencing all of those symptoms, even though my iron was supposedly in a low normal range now. So about 2 weeks into the month, I got my period, and y'all, I felt like I was going to pass out while I was on my period, and I was doing OMAD, and for the most part. Now, y'all know on the first to second day of my period, I do switch to just intermittent fasting, and I'll go ahead and have 2 meals that day, or allow myself a 4-hour eating window. But I was on like my third or fourth day of my period, and I still felt like I would pass out at any moment. So, and I was, TMI, I was bleeding very heavily. And so I made a decision right then and there that I'm no longer going to be doing OMAD, okay? I'm no longer going to be doing OMAD. I am still on a weight loss journey. And so I'll still come on and give updates and things like that on my weight loss journey. I'm not going to call it an OMAD results update anymore, though. I will be changing the title. This will be the last time that I call it an OMAD results update. I'm thankful for what OMAD taught me, and I so want to express that I'm so thankful for what OMAD has taught me, and I think that that's a great starting place for people who are obese and very overweight. I think it's an awesome thing to do. If you're not anemic, I think that it's an amazing tool that you can use in your weight loss journey. And I'm still for OMAD, okay? And I may go back to it in the future when my, iron levels are normal. But right now, I need to take care of that situation. I need to get my iron levels back in check. And, I have uterine fibroids, and some of them are very large. And I believe that that is the reason why I became anemic in the first place, because I can feel, I can feel more pressure this last year in my abdomen. And so I believe that, probably those tumors are growing. I don't know. I have not gone back to the gynecologist because every time I go, they tell me to have a hysterectomy, and I'm just not ready for that. It's something that I've prayed about, and I feel like that's not the Lord's will for my life at this time. I'm not telling you what to do. If you've been told that you need a hysterectomy and you are, on board with that, then hey, go ahead. My sister had a hysterectomy, and that helped her a lot with, the pain that she was having and things like that. She didn't have fibroids. She had a different situation. But I'm not against, medical procedures. I'm not against surgeries. I'm not against. Please don't think that. Please don't think that I am so spiritual or religious that I am against anything like that. I'm not. I've had surgeries in my life, and I just don't think that a hysterectomy is what the Lord wants me to do right now. I've prayed about it for years, okay? And so, yeah, I'm going to keep on praying about it. And if that changes, then, I'll let you know. But anyway, I really want to lose this weight, and I really want to see if I can shrink those tumors naturally by losing weight, because a lot of that has to do with being obese. I've had female trouble ever since I've had a cycle. I started my period when I was almost 12 years old. And ever since then, pretty much, I've had cysts, I've had, different things going on. And after I had my last child, is when I was diagnosed with uterine fibroids. And so she's 9 years old now. So yeah, you can imagine I've been in pain for 9 years. But I want to shrink those naturally if possible. I have looked into other procedures besides hysterectomy. And from what I'm understanding, those procedures are not right for my situation. So anyways, no longer doing OMAD. I'm still doing intermittent fasting. I do not eat breakfast. I wait until usually about 1 o'clock before I actually break my fast, sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little later. But I am doing like dirty fasting in the morning. So I'm having my coffee with heavy whipping cream and no sugar, no Splenda, no nothing of that. And then, like I say, about 1 or 2 o'clock, then I have lunch. I make sure that I'm packing in plenty of red meats, eggs, and chicken, salmon, things like that. And then for supper, I eat supper probably about 5, 6 o'clock. And then pretty much I don't eat after that. Pretty much after 6 o'clock, I don't eat. I may have another coffee with heavy whipping cream, but that's it. That finishes my eating window. And so um, we just got back from camp, like I said. So while I was there at camp, I did not stick to a low carb diet. Okay, I ate whatever was available. Now we just got back on Sunday, so I may see my numbers on the scale may be a little off for a little while, but I did go ahead and do a weigh in, and I am about the same as what I was last month. I've only lost 1 pound this month, which I know it'll take my body time to adjust to doing a low carb diet. And I interrupted the low carb diet by eating normal, normal standard American diet foods while we were there at camp. I didn't want to be special and bring my own food, and I didn't know how the kitchen was going to be set up. I didn't know, and this was about an hour and a half away from the house. I was unfamiliar with the area, and anyway, I ate what was there. But of course, we were moving around a lot. We were working in the kitchen, so I'm sure that that helped. That helped for me to be sweating it off, right? That helped some, but I do want to get more strict with it. I do want to get in a place where I am comfortable. Cooking my own foods or whatever when we go somewhere, because we do a lot of traveling, and so I do want to get to a place of comfortability in doing that. Right now I'm a little shy about doing that because I know everybody talks about you. Everybody says, well, look at her, she's over there, she doesn't eat anything, she's eating like a bird. She's I don't know, I'm not ready yet, but I do want to get to that place of comfortability. Okay, so this is a work on my mindset, it's a work on my mentality, it's a work on my emotions, it's a work on everything. It's not just about weight loss for me, and I did share a little bit about that in the last month's live stream of how leading up to this journey, I almost couldn't watch fitness videos. I almost couldn't watch other people's wellness journeys, weight loss journeys, things like that, because rather than being inspiring to me, it was heartbreaking to me because I wanted that, but I felt like I couldn't achieve that. Okay, my self-esteem was low in that area, and OMAD helped me to get in a better place and helped me to have a better relationship with food so that I could be inspired again by other people's journeys. And I hope to inspire others by sharing my story, by being real and raw and honest. Because I think that it's so important for us to be transparent. Sure, criticism and judgment comes from being transparent, but that's okay. You can say what you want about me. You can think what you want about me. I'm going to keep it real because I think that this can help someone else to get in a better state of mind and get in a better place so you can do better with your life. And so, if my struggles and my weaknesses can help you, then I'll share it. But there's been a lot of prayer, there's been a lot of fasting, a lot of sweat and tears throughout this journey. And sure, there's been bumps in the road, there's been, twists and turns. And I know that, there's a lot of people that would have lost more than 21 pounds in a 6-month period, and that's okay. My journey is my journey, and your journey is your journey. And we don't have the same, path, but that's okay. That's okay. Lion is crying. I don't know what's wrong with him. I think the kids went to their rooms so that I could do this live stream, and he's wanting some attention now. But anyways, so if you hear a loud meow in the background, I have a 12-pound cat that is hollering. Um, anyway, so yeah, no longer doing OMAD. I'm doing 2 meals a day and trying to keep it low carb, at least here in the house anyway. And when we go out to eat, of course, as well, I keep it low carb. I'm mostly doing what they call ketovore, which is heavy meat, low carb. And so I'm not adding a whole lot of anything else to my diet right now besides a lot of meat, because apparently that's what I need right now. I understand I probably need other things too, but right now that's what I'm doing with my diet. So I still want to, when I get some time, right now I guess in the next couple weeks, I'm going to try to make a shorter video and share some photos of my weight loss journey. I don't take a lot of photos. There's not a lot of, full body photos or whatever. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I do want to show, the difference, because I believe that there's a huge difference in how my body looked at Christmas time, right before I started my weight loss, and to what it looks like now. And so even though that there's only 21 pounds, I feel like there's a big difference this time. So, and you may not see it, but that's okay. I see it. I see it. I feel it. I feel more energy. I feel, I feel like I'm not as weak as what I was, a couple months ago. And so I'm feeling better in that aspect as well. And, wherever you are on your journey, I want to inspire you to keep going. I want to inspire you to not give up no matter what curveballs that life throws at you. Like I said, we all have different journeys. We all have different paths, but we're all in this together, okay? So blessings on your journey, blessings on your weight loss journey, on your wellness journey, on your fitness journey, blessings to you. And hey, more power to you, because this is hard. What we're doing is hard. It's not easy. It's not for the weak. It's not for the faint, okay? And keep going. If you mess up one day, do better the next day. Don't punish yourself. Just get up and, do it over. Wipe the slate clean and do it over the next day. So that's my few words to you. And we have some more videos that will be coming out soon. And like I said, I'll be sharing, maybe some photos and some non-scale victories that I've had on this journey. Thank you so much, Fatima. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for your beautiful comment. Best to you as well. Thank you, Boss Lady Denise. Thank you, Fatima. Anyone listening in the background, thank you so much for being here. And anyone who is hearing the replay, thank you so much. God bless all of y'all, and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye-bye.